I'd like to call the Central Valley School District Board of Education work session agenda to order. Will we please rise and pledge allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Okay. Pauline, will you please do a roll call?
Joe Castro.
Here.
Mr. Bloom. Mrs. DeSenza.
Here.
Mr. King. Mr. Moab.
Here.
Mr. O'Neill.
Here.
Mr. Ross.
Here.
Mr. Fritz.
Here.
Mr. Ambrose.
Here. Thank you. Seeing nobody in our audience this evening, I don't think there's anybody here that wants to comment on agenda items. So we'll move on. For 4 minutes to approve the combined work voting session minutes from May 18th, 2023. Treasurer's report. Mr. King is unavailable this evening. Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. A, pay bills. Confirm the May 2023 general fund payments in the amount of $1,262,683.10. Number 2, confirm the May 2023 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $70,550.61. Number 3, confirm the May 2023 construction fund payments in the amount of $742,491.56. Okay, report to approve the May 2023 Berkheimer report. Moving on, agenda items, board policy items. To approve the appointment of a treasurer of the Central Valley School Board for a term of 1 year, July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, in accordance with sections 404 and 438 of the Pennsylvania School Code with a yearly stipend of $250. Moving on to negotiation items, Mr. O'Neill is our chairperson.
We have nothing to announce at this time, but we are going to get together on the
couple contracts.
couple contracts that need to be attended to shortly.
Okay, thank you. Anything else on the negotiations? Moving on to education items, Mr. Ross serves as our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve comprehensive services agreement with the Allegheny Intermediate Unit for the 2023-24 school year for the specialized education programs and services in order to fulfill student needs based upon their individualized educational plan, the IEP, terms and conditions according to the agreement.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ross. Anything else under education? Technology, Mr. Moad.
There's nothing on the agenda, but Mr. I. Miller, I'd like at some point over the summer for us to have a technology meeting just to talk about like summer projects and things that are going into the next year, maybe before the July meeting if possible.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Number E, athletics. And Mr. King is our chairperson. He is not here with us this evening. If you look at the sport and the position and the stipend, it's as presented. So this would be to approve the following fall coaching staff and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. And that includes boys soccer, girls volleyball, girls tennis, cheerleading, girls golf, boys golf, cross country, varsity football, 7th and 8th grade football, and middle school girls basketball. Anything else under athletics? Thank you. Extracurricular activities, Ms. Belcastro is our chairperson.
Okay, there's just an FYI there, field trips, and if you see the destination, first column, the group in the middle, and then the date is in the third column.
Thank you. Moving on to item G, building and grounds. Mr. Zaritsky is our chair.
Maybe turn it over to Mr. Rawson for an update before we get to this. Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Project is going really well. Lots of trades on site at the moment, completing and getting a lot of stuff done on a daily basis. Just to run down where we've come from since the last board meeting. All masonry has been completed around the entry exit doors and the overhangs. So that means that masonry is now fully complete. And Harris, that was our masonry contractor. They're actually moving off. They moved their trailer off today, I believe, and a truckload of miscellaneous materials. So they're gone. We will bring them back for a short punch list because there's, I see bits and pieces that they're going to have to come in and take care of, and they're already off site. So that will be at a later date. Plumbing is finishing up pipe insulation and installing fire sprinkler heads and water fountain plumbing. All bathroom and classroom fixtures will need to be installed, and this will start 6/19 next Monday. Drop ceiling grid and perimeter tile is approximately 80% complete. All bulkheads and plastering finish, tape and finish is done and looks really good. Welcoming anybody who wants to come by and take a look. Lighting fixtures, fire alarm control wiring and HVAC control install is ongoing. Paint is approximately 90% complete. There's some work that we have to do in other areas before they come back and complete their contract. All entry exit doors are installed. Porch overhang detail is complete. The roof final detail and overhang is complete. And so that means that roof is completely finished. Duct work is ongoing. Steel protection for duct work. That's we have to put thick steel around roof drains and some portions of duct in the storm shelter area, which is to deflect missiles. So if we're going to get hit with missiles, there'll be steel to shoot them off somewhere else. All existing heat pumps been removed and all the penthouse units are demobed and they will come off of the roof tomorrow. New ground floor units are installed except for 3 units that were back ordered and they will arrive on 7/20/23. 100% of interior caulking is complete with about 2 days of work to finish exterior. Partition curtain frames and finish work is complete for obvious reasons because we're still in construction. The curtains will be installed at a later date at the end of contract completions. All ceramic tile in the bathrooms is done, including grout. Floor vinyl started 6/13/23 and 3 rooms are already done. Just to give you an idea. So I wrote this morning and I said 3 rooms are complete. Now 6 rooms are complete. So that's how fast they're moving. Preliminary grading at the back of the new school is done with final touch up to follow alongside landscaping. Landscaper contractor is coming to site tomorrow and we're going to do a walkthrough and I'll have a much better idea of when, where and how. Storm shelter polycarbonate windows are scheduled for delivery at the end of July. We ordered them 6 months ago. I don't know why that is. Obviously, they're very special windows and special frames. 6 months is a long time, but they've promised us and they're telling us that they will not be able to improve on that date. And we've had this date for, I think, 3 months now. So, and that's where we're at, unless anybody's got any questions.
I do. How much problem will there be, if there is going to be, when we take off the roof with the existing heat pumps that are up there now, and replacing with leaks on the roof? How do we take any problem?
All of those heat pumps on the roof are under, they're in penthouses, so they have a roof over them and an entry door. So there's no way, we're not removing anything that sees any weather.
They're not on top of the roof.
They're not.
So
So we had,
So they would
on
be-
top, is there nothing on top we're taking off?
we're taking them all off, but they're all undercover.
Okay, now there's nothing on the roof.
It's like having a unit in your attic.
Okay.
That's what's
Say
been,
they're not up there though?
The attic, like.
They're,
inside that pitched roof.
okay, so they're not on the roof. If they're protected, okay, I got you.
Where are we looking on furniture and, or?
Our furniture date, expectation date.
so furniture is going to be delivered on July the 18th. I did a walkthrough with the project superintendent from Phillips yesterday. The only thing that's changed, and it's nothing serious, but they will definitely be there on the 18th. I took him through the existing school and showed him the multi-purpose room and told him, this is going to be your staging area. And he looked at me and he said, well, we assemble furniture in classrooms. And I said, well, that's not what we were told. I was told to give you a staging area you would need for 5 days, and then we would start moving assembled furniture into the classrooms. He said, we never do it that way, but he said, if for any reason it's a problem, then we can certainly use this and then move it down to the classroom. I think I would actually prefer that, just so that, the brand new waxed floors, new tile. Don't,
Basically, you're gonna install it in any classroom that's ready for it. If there's any delays, you'll use the staging area and put it in when it's ready.
exactly.
With the soccer fields, did we lose any, I guess the goals or whatever, the size of the soccer, what was there before? Have we gained it because of finishing the back of the building there? Or
Not-
the same?
Not gaining.
Yeah, we're the same?
No,
No,
no.
no, we are definitely,
The soccer folks on that.
Okay.
yeah, we're definitely losing because we're not going to put soccer fields next to the woods, and we're not going to put soccer fields next to the retention pond. So that means that everything has come this way and this way. And over the next couple of weeks, we are going to have a plan of exactly what's going to go in there.
We've been in communication with the soccer folks.
And prior to construction and with
And
projections and ideas and thought, it's been completely transparent.
Is recent as what, a week ago, maybe a week and a half, we talked to Brody.
Pretty. Yeah,
So we're in contact.
Okay. We're okay, then they're happy with what we're doing?
Well, we're doing the best we can to give them everything we can. We'll be meeting with them to tell them what their options are here. Sure.
we can't have kids kicking the ball into the retention pond and then climbing over the fence to get it.
Gotcha.
And we don't want balls going into the woods where,
Drop off like that.
And they have a couple fields that they utilize now. Currently, they've used them in spring over.
We're working with them. to
Yeah.
make sure that we have the best possible solution.
Offered the old Monaco football field
Yes.
down there.
They use,
They've used,
Use that also?
they were ecstatic.
they use that, they use our middle school
They were actually
baseball fields.
being able to have certain games because of the size.
Right.
Any other questions for Mr. Rawson? All right, number one, thank you, Clint, to approve, confirm the following building usage requests is for the high school football stadium, for youth soccer, high school and youth soccer, 721 to 8-3 for youth soccer camp. And number two is to approve the following change orders related to the construction project under the general construction contract. Looking for a motion to approve change order GC number 15 for Center Grange, and it is a credit in the amount of $1,870 for alternate expansion joint material at concrete SOG.
Okay. Else under building and grounds.
Not at this.
Thank you for the Rawson reports. You're almost as famous as the guy on TV. Personnel items. Mr. Bloom is our chairperson. He's unavailable this evening, except by telephone. Number one, to approve the resignation of Lindsay Grimm, middle school teacher, effective June 2nd, 2023. Number two, to approve the resignation of Patricia Patton, paraprofessional, effective June 2nd, 2023. Number three, to approve an FMLA request for an elementary teacher September 13, 2023 to December 8th, 2023. Number 4, to approve the following personnel for extended school year pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. That is Megan Learwick.
Sedgwick.
Thank you. And I can get the next one easily. Jennifer Lupinacci. Okay. And paraprofessionals to be paid in their hourly wage, Jan Belich, Tracy Turkovich, Joe Smith, Sue Davis, and Kim Cunningham. And number 5, to approve the following personnel for band positions pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. And the person is there under supplemental band and summer positions. The position is there and what they're doing, and the fee for doing this is listed. Anything else under personnel? None. Let's go to finance. Mrs. DeCenzo is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve the adoption of the final general budget for the 2023-2024 school year. This includes revenues of $42,997,288 and expenditures of $42,713,057. Number 2, to approve the following supporting tax resolutions for the 2023-2024 school year. For real estate, the finance committee has a recommendation for board vote next week. The millage to be changed to 70.85 and the mills will be 3.43. Local service tax, $5 per person. Earned income wage, 1% effective rate of 0.5%. Mercantile retail is 0.75. Mercantile wholesale is 0.5. Real estate transfers, 1%. Effective rate is 0.5%. Number 3, to approve the appointment of the following as a depository for district funds: cafeteria, West Banco; student activity funds, Central Valley High School, Central Valley Middle School, Todd Lane, Center Primary School will be all of West Banco. Capital Reserve Fund, investment is West Banco. Payroll account, PNC and Peasloft. General Fund, PNC, West Banco, Peasloft, and Invest. Mercantile Fund is West Banco. Credit Union for the Central Valley School District is Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Number 4, to approve the resolution 2024-01, authorizing homestead and farmstead exclusion real estate tax assessment reductions beginning July 1st, 2023, under the provisions of the Homestead Property Exclusion Program Act and the Taxpayer Relief Act.
Thank you, Senzo. Anything else under finance? Hearing none, we'll move on to item J. And obviously, there's nobody here from the public to comment. We'll move to K, superintendent's items and comment.
I'm going to defer to the solicitor to announce the.
We had
executive session.
an executive session this evening covering a legal issue as well as a personnel negotiation issue.
We also did our safety. security
And we
plan
had a safety security plan on May. Tonight. That's right. I'm sorry.
Okay, anything else? That's it? Any comments from our board member? Okay. Hearing none, I have a motion to adjourn. Mr. Moad,
I'll second.
seconded by Zaritsky. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.